welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope that you're doing so good today. I'm just super happy to be here. This is going to be a video about manifestation, universe, energy, law of attraction, gratitude, everything that you need to know around it. Just because, to be honest, this is something that is so present in my life, that is so working, that helped me actually to go through hard period of my life. So I wanted to share this with you. I wanted to share like the methods, just everything about it. The thing is, for so many years I was really like in a sort of enemies to lovers relationship with manifestation, with like actually methods to attract what you want, just because I was not understanding the thing, and this was just not my type of methods, you know. Actually, the way that people explain it due to manifestation and stuff, it was just not my way of doing it anyways. So it's so important actually to document yourself and to test few things to find your thing, and the thing that is going to help you just to feel at ease and good and fun doing it, you know. This is so much important. Okay, the first thing that I wanted to share about, actually to explain what I know about, is really like, what is the universe? What is this faith in the universe? What is the idea of it? Just because sometimes we explain like law of attraction, manifestation, we explain like the methods of it, but we don't explain what's behind it, you know, like just the concept of it, you know, how it's working basically. The idea, like the main idea, is just that everything is energy. You have an energy, I have an energy, this fake plant has an energy, your thoughts have an energy, your intentions, your actions, your behavior, everything has an energy, right? And this energy vibrates, okay, rather high and low energy, okay? It depends actually on what it is, you know. Sometimes, like for example, you can just simply think of like when you are super angry, actually this is like low vibration energy. When you're super happy, grateful, whatever, this is high vibration energy, you know the difference. And so related to you, related to your thoughts, actions, whatever, what you spread, you know, you're going actually to attract the same vibration of energy, okay? For example, like, and I think we can all relate with this, when you're super negative, pessimistic, like, you know, you're just like super in like a bad mood stuff, and you're like super angry about that thing and stuff, you just feel like everything is going wrong, you know? Like, just, it feels like this is like a mirror actually just giving you the same shit energy that you feel at the moment, you know? And on the other end, when you feel super like extremely happy, excited, super good day, good vibe stuff, you feel like you receive, you know, that energy back. So the thing is that this is super simple. The universe is like a mirror. So when you spread an energy, you receive the same energy, okay? And so you attract the same vibration actually. So when we talk about actually law of attraction, like you can both attract negativity and positivity, depends on actually how you act, you know, and like your vibrations of energy that you have here, you know. Like for example, you want to feel like super confident in your body, you want to feel at ease, good, you want to love your body. So this is the A. But you do B, you criticize your body, you're super negative, you focus on your insecurities, you're super mean, you're too demanding, you're too hard on yourself, whatever. So like literally you attract this fucking energy of not loving yourself. But you want like high energy of self-love, like feeling good in your body, but you don't act like it. And it's really about actually, of course, the mindset, but your thoughts and your actions, the way that you talk to yourself, the way that you talk about yourself, you know, for that example. And this is really so fascinating because, like, to be honest, I was doing that thing related to body positivity for so long. I wanted to love myself. Like, my energy were so low, but I wanted high energy of just loving my body to the fullest. I was just not doing the same thing. So I spread like shit energy of self-sabotage talks, and I wanted high energy of self-love, you know? So just that was just not working. So I just attracted the opposite energy of what I wanted actually to get. So I really started, just because like I was just not feeling good, you know, I really started to take care of my energy, which means that no matter if it was like just to manifest something or just for my self-care or whatever, I was just like, I have to feel good with myself. And when I was like super low, like low energy vibe stuff, rather it was like because I was so negative, because I was like stressing about things that we don't care, because I was like actually in a mood of I don't want to let go of that things that I cannot control, whatever. I was just not feeling good. So I was like, I have to take care of my energy. And the first thing that I started to do that shifted everything is just gratitude. This is so a game changer. I started to practice gratitude every single morning, less than actually 3 minutes each morning. This is nothing, okay? I was super lazy girl. You can do it too, okay? 3 minutes, not even. Just to actually think of 3 things that I was grateful for. I'm still doing it every single morning and every night. This is absolutely good. You just think of what you're grateful for. It could be anything. It could be actually anything. Being alive, being healthy, being loved, having your relatives around, the sun shining, whatever, just having like a home, food in the fridge, whatever, you know, it could be anything. And just that thing helped me to focus on the good, to be more positive, not to be actually afraid of being optimistic anymore because you're afraid because whatever, it's too good to be true. No, I was like just full of gratitude every single day. And that thing, to be honest, was something that I was really surprised in terms of actually effects. Like, to be honest, when I started to practice gratitude, it was just like actually to shift my mindset and energy every single day. And of course, I started to vibrate like high energy again and again. So I was like, okay, perfect. But like when I got diagnosed with my neurological disease and that I almost died, gratitude helped me at a level that you cannot even imagine. It's crazy how, to be honest, even today, I'm still surprised that everything just shifted in my head. Like I was on this fucking bed at the hospital fighting against the disease, and just all that I was thinking about is that I'm super grateful it could have been worse. I'm super grateful because I'm alive. And just even myself, I was like, girl, this is crazy shit happening right now. Of course I was scared. Of course I was like at the beginning of it, like when you got diagnosed, it's horrible, like you feel like you're going to die, whatever. This is horrible. But just after that moment of like fear, whatever, instantly the gratitude thing just shifted everything in my mindset, you know? And instantly I started to vibrate so high, and I was like, what the fuck? Like the power of that, it's crazy. So that's really the first thing that helped me actually to connect to the universe and to actually vibrate super high in order just to feel better with myself, you know? So then when I started to feel like actually I was so in control of everything, I was super always mindful, you know? What I mean mindful is that your thoughts and what you focus on are going to create your reality. So I was really focusing so much on this, again, as I said, but like, this is just a sort of like power when you get to actually be like, okay, stop. What am I doing right now? Like, is it serving me? Yes, no. Is it nourishing my peace? Yes, no. Am I feeling good doing it? Yes, no. Am I feeling like this is low energy or high energy, whatever? Yes, no. And just that, you know, practice of mindfulness, of actually creating your fucking reality through gratitude and through that shit of like asking yourself questions, helped me to feel super at ease with that and super confident in that. And just to take to the next step, which is manifestation. So I started actually, when I decided to manifest things, to test a few methods. That was not working for me, basically, to be honest. Just because to me, I was just not in like this level of connection with the universe through gratitude, through mindfulness, through taking care of my energy, no matter the actions, thoughts, whatever, behavior. So of course, when you jump instantly into manifestation, it's like, no, it's not working. It was cool because actually I tested a few things. I saw what it was really like not working for me, whatever. I got to understand myself, how actually I need to work, how I need to manifest, how my brain works, basically. I'm working like with proof. My brain needs proof and actions, okay? So anything just related to scripting or writing informations on a journal, just basic and just closing the notebook and just wait, this is just not working for me, okay? I feel like my brain is like, just lazy girl, just go do something. You know, you cannot just do that. Again, you have to know yourself, like just test things and see if you feel at ease, good, excited, at peace, whatever. Just test things, you know. The thing is that for me, what is working is that to attract, to manifest, I need to believe, okay, that it's coming my way, that I deserve whatever, okay? And to believe, I need proof, okay? Because my brain works like, okay, girl, I believe that this is coming because you have done that, okay? To have proof, I need actually to have done aligned actions. I'm going to explain to you after what it is, okay? But to have aligned actions, I need to be clear with my intentions, and I need actually to take care of my energy and to practice gratitude. So I feel in like this energy of basically high vibration. So kind of like I'm going to spread it and receive it, okay? And so what I mean by actions aligned is that for me, first, as I said with like the law of attraction, it has to be aligned with actually what you want to attract. So if you want like to have financial freedom, so when you visualize yourself having it, you feel super like good, at ease, happy, grateful, like free, whatever. So you cannot act like with low energy, you know, of just letting thoughts, like negative thoughts controlling you, or doubts coming and just thinking like, oh my God, this is not going to come because it's too good to be true, whatever, you know, you cannot do it. You know, so it's really about actually fighting, you know, to stay in that thing of just basically, like, as I explained, like, you know, high energy and stuff. But also when it comes to actually do the aligned action, like do a task, for example, like something that you have to do. For me, it has to be aligned with who you are, your like principle, like just, this is super important, not to force anything. Like you cannot, for me, this is not going to work if you just do an action, force yourself doing it because you don't feel at ease, because you feel just not comfortable, super stressed doing it. This is just not an aligned action. This is just not gonna work, you know? So for me, it's about, of course, the energy, the behavior, whatever, but also just about not forcing something, you know? If you don't feel at ease, just do not do it. You have tons of actions that you can do. Just, you know, you have to feel really comfortable doing it. You have to feel like inside of you, like as if this is like a sensation of it feels right. For example, I attracted like 80 followers on YouTube. Thank you so much. Overnight. So first I'm doing gratitude every single day. I'm doing like self-love thing every single day, like just self-affirmations and stuff. I'm doing aligned actions, like with creating like content that just feels right to me. I just do it like because I love to do, because it's fun, because it's really like what I like to share, what it feels right to share. So I have proof, so I believe, and so I received, you know? And toward like this process, actually, I just said like maybe the night before I was about to sleep, I kept repeating like, the universe shows me how simple it can be. You know, and I was just absolutely sure that it was about to come because, of course, I believed, I had proof, I did like super aligned actions and stuff. And then I woke up the day after and I saw like 80 followers overnight, 119 like thousand views overnight. I was like, what? And of course, like during the process, you can add like affirmations. I love to do it personally, but like visualization, scripting, whatever. But for me, it has also to be that thing of just energy of aligned vibration, and just, yeah, just you feeling just so deeply aligned with what you want to do, what you want to attract, what you want to get, whatever. And just to help you actually to feel like in your body, what is like a low energy thing and what is a high energy thing, even in terms of just, let's say, thoughts, for example. We're going just to do that thing together, okay? Just repeat. We're going to repeat 2 sentences, okay? The first one, this is going to be, I hate myself. I don't deserve my dreams. I'm so useless, okay? Okay, so repeat it. And then just feel how you feel. Like, for me, instantly, when I just keep like actually being so mean to myself, I just feel like something in my stomach that is just doesn't feel right, you know? Now say, I am doing my best. This is enough. I deserve my dreams. I am so beautiful. And instantly I feel super smiling because, you know what, that thing is just so about also what you spread, This is the beginning of it, while you spread, okay? So I hope you learned a little bit more about this, that you feel a little more like, you know, connected to this. This is really like such an amazing thing. I really love that, you know, that connection, anything related to gratitude, energy, manifestation, just because like this is so powerful and so making me feel like actually at ease, at peace, and good, and you know, just super great. If you want to shift your mindset on a deeper level, you can book like a solo session with me. The free discovery call link is just here in the bio. Thank you so much because to be honest, it was so cool to talk about it. See you so soon, and no matter what happens, actually you can so much. Bye.